Did you do
Keep your wits about you.
+8, Delph? Did you do +11?
I have many wares. Good fortune to our friends.
Yeah. Oh. Hello, Majin Buu. How are you? Yeah, but I'm gonna eat when the food is here.
My goods are one of a kind.
I think after I eat, maybe I'll feel better.
May my goods serve you well.
It's still recharging. It's not ready yet.
Like somebody else got it? Slam bits. I'm just doing professions again. Do you do any professions, Slam bits? I'm good, thank you. Hope you are well. Maybe I will feel better after I eat, Majin Buu. I'm feeling dizzy. Aloha, aloha. I need +50 gambit, please. Imagine if M plus S ECS remix. And then we can do M plus 50. That's actually awesome.
Treat my wares with care.
I can't use that item yet.
Why are the treasure chests so quick to disappear?
It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet.
Yeah, I hate that. Sorry you feeling dizzy. Have some nice snack and drink. Actually, I don't know where the snacks that I bought. I need to ask my mom. I bought lots of chips. Did you watch when Kuma choose or guessing which milk that I gave her, Jinbu? So I gave her like 2 sips of milk, and then I gave her 5 brands of different milk. And then she had to go guess which one. Ew, Karnil, why do I do this? Thank you for the 80 stream. Allah. New mode. Let's see. What emo? Guys, my food is here. I'll get food and eat. Hey, yo, hello, how you doing? Good morning, Dachi. Posted this video in the Discord, friends. Oh, I saw, yeah. I mean, I haven't watched the video. Is that the same video Grandma watch? Two mythic pieces a week. Really? Oh, I hope they don't regret it. Yep, same one. Let me get my food first. I'll be back. Bag food. Yeah. Am I sleeping? Templar. Have you ate, Templar? How are you feeling? Hey, Gino. How are you? I'm okay, you? My food is here, so I'll be okay. No. Oh. Oh, Discord muted by accident. Back with food. As soon as yes, my food is, I got it.
You Amanore.
It's on my desk. It's like soup, soto, chicken soup. Yeah, I ordered them different thing. It's grilled chicken. Chicken is nice. Okay. Say again, sorry. Maybe for alts. Yeah. Guys, we are watching this, so probably some people already watch Kaylani. This one is Mr. GM.
This first minor patch of Midnight is stacked with content for pretty much everyone, which I think is fantastic. There is a lot to get through here, so let's just jump into it. Starting with Void Assaults. So these are ongoing zone assaults that run between two zones in Quell Thalas. They run between the Eversong Woods and Zulaban, with it rotating weekly. Essentially here you do kind of small group activities which contribute to an overall bar in the zone, sort of like world quests that everyone is kind of contributing to. Once the main zone-wide bar has reached 100%, you head over to that location and the scenario takes place. This is sort of like a big invasion from the void, of course, and you got to take it out with everybody around you. Once that is completed, it does repeat. You get these smaller events happening around the zone and you contribute to the bar. Once you reach 100% again, you do the event again, and you can just repeat those. Now, these void assaults do work in tandem with another feature of 1205, and those are ritual sites. Now, these are short 1 to 5 player instances which feel like a combination of horrific visions and delves. There are two locations for these. In the Eversong Woods, you have the Dagger Spine Point, and in Zulaban, you have the Broken Throne. These are two areas which are kind of outside areas, but as said, this is an instance content. Both of them won't be active at the same time. They rotate weekly, and they run in the opposing zone to the Void Assault. So if there's a Void Assault in the Eversong Woods, the ritual site will be in Zulaban, and vice versa. Now, these ritual sites have 5 tiers of difficulties. Tier 1 to 2 can be done straight away, but the higher ones will require you to unlock challenges. So challenges are sort of like affixes of sorts. There are 8 different challenges you can choose, and these are unlocked through ritual site gameplay, and the game actually tells you how to unlock them, which is really nice. Now, you need to unlock and enable challenges to access the higher tiers. If you want to do tier 3, you need to activate 1 challenge. If you want to do a tier 4, it's 2, and tier 5, it is 4 in total. The more challenges active, the more rewards at the end of your run, but obviously the difficulty does increase. If you really want to do it, you could do like a tier 1 with 8 challenges if you really wanted to. You can kind of mix it up quite nicely, and these affixes do vary quite a lot between like powerful NPCs walking around, or bosses being empowered by different buffs, or giant purple tentacles coming after you. There are various different challenges here with various different levels of difficulty for sure, but they are very varied and unique, which is nice to see. Now, Void Assaults and Ritual Sites will be using a brand new currency for all of their rewards. This currency is called a Field Accolade. This is not a war-bound currency and is used to purchase all of the new rewards that you can get from Ritual Sites and Void Assaults. More on that in a moment, but there is also a new renown attached to Ritual Sites. This renown is called Ritual Sites. This is a 8-level renown with 2,500 reputation per level. This is gained from completing Ritual Sites. You can just keep doing
Dachi, are you home or are you working?
doing them to farm this rep. So if you really wanted to kind of slam the reputation in like a day, you could potentially do that, but it would take you a little bit of time. Now, the rewards from this renown kind of vary. You have various upgrades to ritual sites, like lower buffs or different treasures and things like that. You've got various different decor you can purchase for the currency, different pets, and the Void Touch Hawkstrider mount is available to purchase once you reach the highest level of renown. So 8-level renown, not too bad, and will be pretty quick to farm out. Other rewards from ritual sites do include player power. You can actually purchase a cache of Void Touch armaments. This comes in 2 different variants. You have one which gives champion gear and one that gives hero track gear. So you can get hero track from this. It will take 500 field accolades to buy 1 hero track, and it gives around about 100 or so for a tier 5, so you can work that out. But it is going to be really good catch up for your characters. Unfortunately, as mentioned, the currency is not warbound, so this will be character specific. Another good thing about ritual sites is they do contribute to the world row of the Great Vault, with completing a tier 5 giving a hero track item at 269, which is actually higher than anything we get from the world row. So this is actually going to be a pretty lucrative way of gearing for a lot of characters who play solo or or in small groups. This system also features a ton of new transmog. You purchase these through Void Touch caches from the vendor for field accolades. This includes some Void-themed weapons, and it also includes a purple recolor of the HD Tier 2 set from the Anniversary event. This is purchased through different boxes, like a helm box, a shoulder box, etc. But the good thing here is that you won't get duplicates, as it will only give you ones that you don't already have. The champion and hero loot also does use the same appearance, but obviously that's just going to be for your specific class. So if you're playing multiple classes and buying the champion loot, it's probably going to be the best way here. But yeah, you can purchase the other class sets just through these Void Touch caches. As for mounts, there are a couple of mounts attached to this system, including the Void Touch Snapdragon, the Void Corrupted Hex Eagle, the Witherbark Warbear Mother, and the Void Corrupted Lynx, which is actually a bit of a secret mount, and it seems to actually come through crafting, through leatherworking, so not too sure how we get those. As for achievements as well, there are 18 different achievements attached to the Void Assaults in the zones. There is a meta achievement as well, which does reward a mount, the Unbound Mana Worm, as well as 48 individual achievements available for ritual sites. This is for completing it on different difficulties or completing with different challenges and things like that. So tons to do in regards to gameplay with ritual sites and Void Assaults in 1205. Also in 1205, we have a brand new game mode. This is the Decor Duel. This is a casual, non-lethal PvP mode, which is 5v5 and is queued through the PvP group finder or at an NPC in the Falcon Wing Square. As of the recording of this, there is one map available. This is the Falcon Wing Square, but it was mentioned in the State of Azeroth event that there will be the 2 neighborhood areas as well, so maybe they'll come in a little bit later. The general gameplay of this is World of Warcraft's version of Prop Hunt, so if you're familiar with that, essentially there are 2 rounds, with one team being the hiders and the other team being the seekers, and then it rotates. When you're a hider, you have to disguise yourself as a decor item around the map and try not to be seen. You can switch your appearance to different decor items, or switch with the one in front of you. You can also lay traps and stun the seekers if they do reveal you, so you can try and get away. As a seeker, you'll be running around the map trying to reveal and tag the hiders with your special abilities. There are 3 different seeker types that you can choose from with different abilities, including the Arcane Ranger, the Nullifier, and the Spellbreaker. So you're going to have different abilities that you can kind of use to reveal the people hiding as decor, and then you tag them. And once they're tagged, obviously they are out. The system does include a new warbound currency, Illusionary Coin, which is used to purchase the new rewards, including the Magister's Spellbee Comb Mount and various new transmog appearances, which are kind of High Elf and Blood Elf themed, and some, you know, we've wanted for a long time. You can also purchase a ton of new decor with Voidlight Marl. You have some kind of basic things here, but you also have some Blood Elf themed items, which are very, very cool, including this Blood Elf themed swing, which is awesome. And there are various achievements attached to this system, with a meta achievement, which currently does not reward anything. So yeah, Decor Duel is coming in 1205, Prop Hunt for World of Warcraft. It's pretty fun actually, and it's pretty harmless. Another world event coming in 1205 is Abyssal Anglers. Now you may have already heard of this before, because it was originally in the beta for Midnight, but it was scrapped pretty late, and this is finally coming in patch 1205. Now this takes place in Zulaman in the Strait of Haxalor in the northeast side of the map. Now this is not really a fishing event, and is more of a diving event. The gameplay here is that you swim around capturing fish and collecting treasures to increase your score as high as possible. When you're in there, you have 3 different abilities. You have a dash, which dashes you forward. You can fire your harpoons. This is what you shoot at the fish and wildlife to capture them. And then you also have an ability to surface, which ends your dive. Some creatures in the dive will have more armor, so you do need to hit them multiple times. You'll also have an oxygen bar, which you don't want to deplete, because you will lose points for that. And the objective here, as said, is just to get as many points as you can. The more points you get, the more currency you get, which is a brand new currency attached to the system called the Angler Pearls. This is warbound and is rewarded from the end of your dive. The amount of this currency you get does depend on your score. The system does feature 30 plus achievements. These range from capturing types of fish, gaining a total amount of points, or just random easy ones like running out of breath. There is a vendor which does sell different upgrades to your dive, including like more oxygen and things like that, and these do require specific achievements to be unlocked, so you can purchase these rewards. As for other rewards, there is some some decor for 750 pearls each. You have different types of charms. You have a cooking spit, and you have the Zulaman Forest Hammock decor, which is cool. You can also purchase Fused Vitality from this system for 750 pearls each. You get 3 per character. This is the item which is currently attached to Abundance, so this is also going to be from here, but you can only get 3 per character, but it is a nice little catch-up if you do want to get some of those. You've got some transmog, you've got a one-handed mace, you've got a 3-piece ensemble, you've got the green diver suit finally coming in, you've got a lower buff in Zulaman, and you've got a new pet called Kebab for purchase. So a pretty fun little world event finally coming to the game in 1205. All right, moving on from world events and different game modes, let's talk about the Void Forge. Yes, the Void Forge is coming in 1205. So this is probably something you're currently building up, or hopefully building up right now, with a weekly quest from Decimus in the Void Storm. So let's talk.
I am back. I will link the video to you guys. Get my water. I ate. I'm feeling better. Hello. How are you, Ollie? Ooh. Boy, I'm full. Let's go. Aloha. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do one more professions. Hello, Val. How are you? Yeah, that's true. I'm up early today because early to bed, early to rise. Are you gonna be playing, Val? Any of your characters doing small keys for the weekly still, Achid? We do, Slambits, yeah. But I cannot tell you if we will do that soon or Slambits, it's in like 20 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes. Usually we do like +6. What tune do you got, Slambits? What tune, what eye level? The +6 is gonna be a couple +6s, Slambits.
Anaria.
Probably gonna be just a couple.
Return when you need more. Are you planning a purchase?
254 Devourer. Wow, your Devourer is growing.
Treat my ware.
I'm just farming for professions. Okay, well,
It's not ready yet.
Delph have been kind to me. So that's why they are mean to me. Because they give all the loot to you. I've been getting like wreaths or necklace that I don't need. Yes, I stole all the fat.
What needs bring you here?
Hmm?
Sinu Amanore, Sunwell's glory shine on you.
No, but I can check. It's gonna be quick. Let me check. No, I'm still in her room. Yeah, I don't know why. He just tired. Yes. My butt hurts. Oh no. What can you do when that happened? Here, I read him for you. You can target specific trinkets next week. Oh, you mean from Delve, trinket after trinket after trinket. Terrible. Good day, Hydrex. How are you? Don't forget to click and get your man sauce, Hydrex. Hey, mentai sauce, mentai sauce. What Dachi said is right. Yeah, if you unlock the Delve to 9, you can get hero gear from Delve 11. Redeem daily sauce. Oh my god. Thank you. Okay, pa. Okay, let me... My wall is freezing. What is this? Oh my god. Just yesterday, my OBS froze and then I had to restart my PC. Because OBS froze also froze my PC. That's very terrible. Just barely got level 8. That's a lot of Delve to be level 9. What Delve do you usually do, Gino? I think 11 is nice. I'm only 6. You tell me about that's a lot of Delve. I'm only 6. Don't use my gold sterling alloy. use the silver one game. Just all the tier 11 bounty for Delph and like 4 to 5 toons. Nice. I'm not even close to rank 9 Delph faction on E. Wow. Yeah. MT10. Trust me, I need that to get the last dungeon for second slot. Yeah. Templar, get well soon. Are you gonna lay down, Templar? Templar, are you there? I'm leveling my monk tank. Is that gonna be... What level are you now? Templar. Oh my god. Yeah, I can just reach. I'm still gonna be alone here. Keep going. Okay. Yeah. God, why is this one so expensive? Usually the recipe is only 10K. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that. Never mind. Okay. Weapon.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
Seven delve pulls in, and I'm 82, just pulling the trash. Almost 83. And how long each one? In the class. Yeah.
Many farewells.
The dark times will pass.
I just have 2 DE here. Yeah, almost done.
Anaria Shola.
Necklace, right? You said. Yeah, I'm almost done.
May my goods serve you well.
Prevention, how are you? I'm pretty good. I only have 4 more. This account. Yeah. Yeah, this is part of the weekly.
My goods are one of a kind.
Watching the time go by at work, 14-hour shift with 5 hours left to go. Oh my god. What do you do, prevention? Templar about 3 minutes. At least I'm here to keep you company. talking about Templar's butt massage. Templar, do you want to get a tongue punch in the fart box?
I have many lucky doos. You like?
Hey, I'm not saying it's coming from where.
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
May
I'm
the eternal sun guide you.
gonna make your necklace. What the hell? That need to be new point redeem. I'll get in trouble. Asian competitors amulet. I need the recipe. Yeah, it's 9,500. I think it's cheap now. I never knew that. Oh, I got ingenious breakthrough, so I don't use that much concentration. Nice. Awesome. It's supposed to be 300 something, but I only use 100, I think. Okay. 10th. Thank you. I need this. Oh. They didn't give me reagent. So this NPC expecting me to spend 800 concentration for this. Oh my god. Triple BZ, thank you for the raid. We got huge raid. I watch you playing Vengeance DH. Do you like it? Welcome in, guys. How is everything? Everything is well as of now. Guys, don't forget to follow Triple BZ, our community key streamer. I do, but my DH is only 228 high level. What the? How many tanks do you have now? Very undergeared at the moment? Oh, you play very good, like usual. Nixie Kyla, hello, thank you for the follow. Hello, Pillow Pants, how are you? Hello, hi, Tyrania. Hello. Oh, you have all 6 and DH. DH was the last? Unforgivable. Unforgivable. Welcome, guys. We are going to do keys in a little bit here. One star. Thank you for the follow. DH is lowest at 228 eye level and Monk is highest at 276 eye level. What do you think about Brewmaster meta? Have you... Wait, you usually main Blood Decay, right? I like it, Brew is very fun to play. I just like spin to win, but spinning crank kick never be the main skill anymore. No spin to win anymore. I used to only play Blood Decay, but had to change for raids and M+ title. Oh yeah, tell Drapsy don't keep dragging the team down.
Return when you need more.
Wait, guys. My gold in Warband Bank is 0. I just realized that. Where is all my golds go? Where did all my gold go? This is terrible. This is terrible. Let me put my gold in here for like... I mean, I always have a little bit more gold on my JC guy. Because yes, JC is so expensive. Maybe we put 54k, guys. Hey Noob, how are you? Thank you again for the raid, Triple BZ. I appreciate you a lot. And guys, yeah, we are going to do keys, but let me finish this one profession. I have my inscription next. Acidk. And if you didn't know me, my name is Astrid. I play all 6 tanks, playing with community and mostly to get grateful key. Grateful keys, guys. So if you're interested to do 10s or some lower keys like 6s, that still give us hero gear. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know. Hope you get a nice stress, Triple BZ. Any raid today? What's this? Ah, this is so cheap. So cheap. I tried to sell Fantasy Rune, but nobody bought it. Try tomorrow for guild. Yeah, do you need Fantasy Rune? Chat. In your clips channel? In your clips channel? What in your what in my clips channel? Templar. This is so annoying. Usually I sell Vantage Rune and they sold pretty quick. This is my staff guy. Yeah, where is the weekly? Weekly. I got it.
I need to get closer.
Will probably sell better the more guilds approach OTC. Oh, this needs majestic height. This is the item that still expensive. I need 300 ingenuity for that. I put the best clip ever made in there. Let me check. Let me check. Oh my god. Don't look, guys. It's yeah. I just wanna say my friend told me that. My friend told me to say that I'm innocent. God, don't clip that. I'm gonna make it into blurb. No. What should I make here? I still want to save some concentration. I'll just make one of the most expensive missive. Missive of the Aurora. It's not multi-craft.
Baladash, Malanore.
With perseverance, strength.
Hey, Choco. How are you doing today?
We endure.
He's 16. Oh my god, this is the best. Radiant Save Dawn Crystal. Nice. Hey Kuma! Kuma, are you still home? Are you not going anywhere, Kuma? I thought you were going somewhere. Guys, my sister Kuma Bear-chan also streams. She just had her birthday stream the last Saturday. Oh, okay. Just to trade me? I'm Alliance, coincidentally. By the professions. Eh. So many recipes. Did you buy them? Oh, okay. Yeah, lucky. Um, this is to sell, right? I need to know how much though. It was my friend who wanted to come here, and then did he cancel? Oh, this one is 5,000 gold. This one is 7,000 gold. This one is 6,000 gold. Wow. Making me want to sell it. Yeah, I'll send it to my leather worker. This is male, so leather worker. This is for Acidk. This is for Acidk 2. Okay. I just have to DE and then I'm done here. And then we can do keys. Let's go.
Make use of our
Keys.
coffers.
This is nice. Mm. The bag. Yay, you are 96% in love with chat.
Anu bala belori alon.
Happy my Jinbu. Don't do that.
It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet. My goods are
For
one of a
Kuma.
kind.
Purple mining pick or purple enchanting rod? Mining pick. I'm good. I said I just sit here waiting for when they will come. Or at least reply to my WhatsApp. Yeah. Do you want to come play, Kuma?
May my goods serve you well.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
Yeah, I'm done with this one. Okay. Do I heal or tank? Okay. Maybe I ask 1 sec. Bag. Okay. Anyone on NA that can craft rank 5 Sunforge mining pick? And 5K fee? What server, Slambits? You need to tell the server. Sorry, what dungeon? Aloha? 6 AA. Leather? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thorium Brotherhood? Wait, I never heard about that server. Oh, that's gonna be rough, Slambits. If you want, you can join my guild. And then put the order in and then you can leave. I used to have a tune on that server in like by the way, where is potatoes? This is the time he's in. This key. Or maybe Gino wants to DPS? Hello, Lemmy Green, how are you? Can I come, Sanchez? Yeah. Sanchez, let's go. That won't work, no gilded, so not a big hassle. Is this you, right? Oh. Give me a minute to talk to the guy in guild. You know, I've been to Indonesia for a week once, like 10 years ago, right? No, I didn't know that, Skylive. Guys, 6AA, do we have DPS from chat? I'm gonna heal, don't worry. Lambits, let's go. Slambits. Wait, is that Hunter? No, it's Rogue. He's 267, his gear. I sign up? Oh, okay. No. No, it doesn't. Jump C or Happy Imagine Goo. I'll join queue. Imagine Boo. Warrior. Jump C. We are full for this one. Thank you though. I'll have my flute ready. No. Not yet. Lambits, don't forget to tell me after you put order, okay? Then I'll make it after this dungeon. Order is up? Oh, okay.
I have many lucky dudes.
After this dungeon, okay? That's quick. So guys, if you watch Kuma's birthday stream, if you remember the matcha drink that we had, there is no ice, right, for the matcha. And then we just realized just now that they send the ice separately. And then it's in our freezer. My mom put it there, so Kuma was like, Kuma confuses. The matcha didn't have ice in it. Uh, hmm? My Jinbu Aloha said thank you, but he's good. Ready check again. Yeah, I don't need oil.
Five, four,
At least you
three,
have ice now.
2,
Yeah, it's kinda already a bit melted, so it's kinda like a huge ice block, you know?
4, 3, 2,
Thank you for the follow, Nether Dawn.
Welcome to Algathar Academy.
I think Kuma was mining the ice so that it's smaller.
But I have heard wondrous
Oh
things
yeah,
about
everybody
the
wait, please. Everybody wait.
Black Dragon Flight Pledge New Pin. students. How wonderful. It has been
Everybody
quite some
wait, the
time
tank
since
will
the
get 2
academy has been
packs.
open.
Well, it seems indeed.
Thank you for the follow, Nether Dawn.
To set up for a new lesson.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out while we realign the
You want
living
last?
magics of this place. Perfect. We are just about. Wait! Ichi's
Follow, please. Follow the thing.
life magic.
Oh my god, no one behind.
Me?
Hmm.
There's too much nature. What are you doing?
Good thing the RP is so long.
What is that thing? This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
The room. I forgot about these effects. I stun them. Watch out the front though.
Please excuse the mess. It has been quite some time since students have been here. I'm just putting together my lesson plan.
Oh, who's this? Oh. I can totem? I stunned him. Today it's so hot, guys. I feel like so I open my door, my room door. If I don't open it, my room gonna be like sauna. Spa and sauna.
Here we are. Long ago, members of the Blue Dragon Flight accidentally
El Nino do be
overloaded
hitting hard.
arcane elemental
You
and
know El
created a
Nino?
powerful construct named Veximus that quickly started to wreak havoc.
Arcane Horns.
Dragons battled Veximus fiercely,
Arcane Expulsion.
attempting to prevent it
Yeah, El Nino isn't as good as the name.
that could allow it to grow further out of control.
Name is cute.
Mana bombs.
Began manifesting powerful arcane bombs in
Arcane
order to
Horns.
drive back the dragons.
Arcane Expulsion. Mana bombs.
Drop the paddle on this outside, please. Move out.
Arcane Fissure.
Neared victory. Veximus
I got the crystal or the orb too early.
against them.
Arcane expulsion.
We had 3 stacks because of that.
Mana bombs.
Oh, Majin Buu, you
Arcane orbs.
got 4? What?
Arcane expulsion.
Oh, Majin Buu, don't take more. Oh my god, that's scary. I taught them this. You guys can go.
Well done.
Oh, wait. Oh no. What happened? Oh. I don't want to get eaten. Well, I was more afraid we pull if we stay there.
Look at this Lishrath arena.
These birds doing here.
Birds doing here? Clear them out. They have ruined the place.
Overcome this trial.
Totem? I can totem.
All right. Now we need to clear out the big one. I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is talent toss for you soft skins. Use them to get her attention.
Anti-fade win first.
At least we know that works.
Don't stand on the same side as Tang.
Savage Peck.
You don't want to get yeeted with the Tang. Don't cast.
Overpowering gust.
Oh, I hate it. I hate the AoE damage.
Savage peck.
Overcome this trial.
Win first, win first.
Goal of the rushing winds. Goal of the rushing winds. Savage peck.
I'm holding ball.
Deafening screech.
Get the ball to fire, please. I got it. I got one.
Firestorm.
Yep. I cannot damage that much. Yep. Ready. Ready to go left. Yes, left.
Bark breaker.
Yes, resist. And yet, the void still grows.
Germinate. Branch out. Bark breaker.
Get in. Get in the circle. Yes.
Germinate. First fort.
Don't hit. Don't hit. Now.
Bark breaker.
But it hurts so good.
Yes, resist.
What are you talking about?
And yet, the void still grows.
I failed to get 5 stack. I tried not to dispel, I tried to heal them all. I guess it wasn't wise. Oh.
Greetings, new.
This thing?
You are not registered here. This room is only for students. Head to the registrar at once.
You can LOS the stomp from this guy, but stay right here at the back, and then we put the circle on the back first. Oh, I'm freezing. Can you hear me, Aloha? Okay, I'm fine now. That's the third time today. What's happening? Yes. No, we cannot dispel anymore. No, we cannot dispel anymore. The debuff isn't dispellable anymore.
Astral Blast. Energy Bomb.
Learn from this.
Astral Blast.
Drop it way at the back.
Go to the corner.
Arcane Missiles.
From this.
Astral Blast. Energy Bomb.
Demerit points for you.
Astral Blast.
Oh, I'm gonna die. No, I didn't.
Power Vacuum.
You will not pass the semester.
Arcane
Buffing.
Missiles. Astral Blast. Energy Bomb.
Think about what you have done.
Quiet, Peanut. Wow, that final grade. I wonder if my final grade is enough. The transmog is cool. Want me to check? Yeah, I have Seed 8 on my new druid. It's funny. Any Seed key, guys? Seed MP. Oh, if it's warbound, yeah, you cannot trade to us. Damn it. Let me check. Yeah.
My duty for Azeroth.
Oh, I don't have the quest anymore. Yeah. Chomsy, do you want to DPS next to 6? Guys, I have spot. This is Nexus Point Zenas. Do we have DPS from chat? Nexus Point 6. Lambits, what key do you have? Nether Dawn. Can you find the queue, Nether? Everybody has a bit of sad on. Nether Soul, is that you? Interesting is devastation. I keep not using portal to Nexus Point. I'm taking a scenic route. Oh, it's treasure. See? It's worth it. Ah, can you stay deaf though for this one, Nether? Because we need US dev, I think. I'm out of practice, but sure.
I have many, many wares. I have many lucky doos you like.
I know.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five,
The way
4,
forward.
Happy, happy Monday, Imperator.
Thraxian, give up this foolishness. We have already won.
Yes, last for school.
All of Silvermoon in danger.
I hear you.
This isn't worth the risk. There seem to be a few pieces missing. We have to find them if we're going to stop Lefraxia.
Look at the dots. I mean, that's not the dots. Healing spell redirected. I thought that's a dot. Oh no, you're all at the same time as me. Try to interrupt.
Resist. Yes, resist. And yet, the void still grows.
Kill the slimes. Kill the smooch. Can you decurse yourself, Falha?
Overcome this trial. Win my favor.
Combining axes are hilarious, but do they think this is Transformers? Okay, decurse yourself again. Come in, Link. Well, no, it's not affix. It's cursed from this. Yeah. Because it's cursed. Yeah. Affix I can handle. And I know, yeah, you can heal yourself. Now, it's the curse, and the curse giving increase damage. Increase damage taken from the shadow damage or something.
This trial. Win my favor.
Thank you, Perator, for the stream streak. 175. Wow.
Minions, do not disappoint me again!
Resist. Yes, resist. And yet, the void still...
Must I do everything myself? Yet another battle. I am still wounded from the last
Umbral
one.
Lash. Eclipsing Step.
Remember, don't be in front of the ads because one of them has frontal.
Do not disappoint me again!
Umbral Lash.
Yeah, everybody. You cannot dodge them. Hello, huh?
There will be no end to your suffering.
Everybody else except tank.
Umbral Lash.
Get ready to get in the light. Get in the light. Get in the light.
Light Scar Flare.
Curse that damn gnat regime!
Resist.
Umbral Lash.
Yes.
Eclipsing
resist.
Step.
And yet, the void still...
There will be no end to your
Get out with the circle, please.
Null Vanguard.
Eliminate these intruders or be devoured!
Umbral Lash. Eclipsing Step.
There will be no end to your suffering.
Umbral Lash.
Watch out. Watch out the light.
Light Scar Flare.
Okay, get in.
Curse that damn gnat regime!
Don't forget to send the conduits.
Jump.
Lothraxian, this isn't what the light demands of us. Think of the lives that will be lost. Just trust us.
You of them all I thought would understand, Arator. Ashamed that the void has corrupted you too.
The pylon is showing me a critical failure, Chief Cornwright.
Hurry up those repairs. If we aren't careful, that will be all of us.
Resist.
If you have the pink circle on you, don't forget to use remove movement speed impairing. Oh my god, me too. Yeah, the pink circles. The smallest one. I move out too late. Yeah, I'll decide.
Overcome this trial. Win my favor.
Can you typhoon them? To give you in decreased healing. That's the defender. Yeah. Absorb healing. It is the damn circuit seer that making the batteries all active. Damn him! Oh yeah, I'm engineering. Oh no, help! Oh, I didn't go up. I didn't go up, but I think I pulled it. Because I tried to deactivate the the line. I thought that's kinda LOS, but that's not.
Yes, resist. And yet,
I totem this. A healer to what? My god, so many things that I have to dispel.
resist. Yes.
Please don't break solo lines. If you see only solo lines, hold. Don't break. Until the next lines come out. Okay?
Reflux charge.
No, the range is okay back here.
Reflux charge.
Yeah. I'm holding. Yeah, I got this.
Reflux charge.
My power output is peaking!
No chill.
Reflux charge.
Oh my god, what the heck is this? I mean the... Oh no. Sorry. No,
Reflux
it's
charge.
the DOT, I think. I didn't heal quick enough.
Make sure to send them over.
No, I didn't know that the damage was so huge like that. I'm trying to heal. Like his Aussie server, right? I have like 500 word ping. No, Taekwondo's is NA. Nether. Yeah, California server. Where do you play from?
Working. Starting the bridge now.
Russia. Yeah, I saw you are from Bartilas. Do you have VPN? You can use. That's hard playing with 500 ms.
Overcome this trial. Win my favor. Resist. Yes, resist. And yet, the void still grows.
The boss is on my butt. I knew that he will target me. Yeah, that's rough.
Flicker. Searing rend.
Okay.
Flicker. Brilliant dispersion.
Did you do +10? Yeah, that's true.
Flicker. Divine vow.
Watch out, don't get knocked back to the edge. Don't get knocked off.
Flicker.
Find one that's bald.
Brilliant dispersion.
Oh no, my god, no. Guys, we don't find it. I'm healing. Oh my god, it's that one.
Searing rend.
Yeah, they were stacking.
Brilliant dispersion.
I needed to heal, if not, we all died.
Flicker. Searing rend. Flicker. Brilliant dispersion.
Farewell.
Ooh, everybody. Wow. The ring drop. And a weapon. Can't trade. You cannot trade. Thank you, Nether Dawn. Yeah, I thought you know that I'm from NA. I used to have NA tag, but over time the NA tag just disappeared. I assumed because you were in Dawn. Thank you, Nether. Do you have VPN? That must be rough for you because I cannot imagine 500. My ping is 191 ms, and that's already very high. Thank you. Thank you, Sky. Yeah.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
Good luck getting rings next time, guys.
It's not ready yet.
I need onion ring. Oh, that my Jinbu. I love onion ring. The onion ring from what is the name? There is one franchise for burger. Cars Junior, yeah. Cars Junior. They have a very nice onion ring. Now I'm hungry again. No, actually I'm not hungry again, but I want to eat. So back to tank. What are you thinking? Yeah. We have Windrunner Spire 10. Let me know what key. Oh. I heal or I tank? Okay. Tank. Yeah. That haze mastery ring is tasty. Maybe I check my other guy. Yeah. I'm checking my other guy. Yeah, I should get the message. I'm logging in the second character, yeah, second account, yeah. Tell me onion ring. What's up, Mr. Adams? Oh yeah, I need this. Wait, I can go to Delph 11, right? On this guy, on this account. I'm just gonna check. Oh yeah, that's true. That's the thing. That sucks. Ah, yeah, I'll just go on my this account. I'll go on this guy then. Sorry, yes. How are you, Mr. Adams? Ready for Great Valve? Are you flying there? Ready? Oh, this guy already did that one. Aloha, I forgot. I don't know. I don't know which one to pick, that's why. Ah. Hey, Monk. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, I can call the guy if you need. I forgot to turn in nightmarish. Ah, I have the map here. Can I switch again?
Baladash Malanore. May the eternal sun guide you.
Okay. Maybe I need the spreadsheet anyways in my computer. No, I cannot see which one that already done delve with map. Can I AFK? This is an easy one. Okay.
My Farstriders cannot hold back the light bloom forever. Cut down anything you can.
Do you have an add-on? Otherwise, you gotta go to a bountiful to check if a map is used. Yeah, I don't have the add-on. Oh my god. I forgot to make his item. This is the guy that can make it. I'll just port later. I can port to my Sarah Cavern. Halfway, I think. God, guys, I forgot to make Lambit's order. Thank you, Slambits. I think it's closer. Make this macro. If you use it, if it says false, you have not used map. Thanks. I got your items, Lambits. I made it. I made it. And I made it to the delve. Please head down a couple of steps backward and QOL or delve, I feel. Come forward, but how many gilded chests used to show in the delve menu in the war within? Oh, there is no more? Is there really no more gilded chests used here? That sucks. Acidk WoW is not the expensive one.
Can't catch us. They won't know what hit them. Speak no more. Too quick to counter.
Valera! Pulling this elephant.
Be quiet.
It's killing me.
Speak no more. Speak no more. One moment.
Wait, it's not working. Lambits. Maybe. Did I copy that wrong? Number Delve menu, gotta go to a Delve to see how many left. Is OBS on an alt screen? It's showing the character select screen. Really? What the heck? My WoW is broken. I can hear you. I hear you, but my OBS is showing wrong screen. Like it's frozen, the screen. Maybe I remove it. Oh my god, I broke it. Yeah, it's broken. I don't know what happened. It suddenly disappeared. And I cannot make it shown anymore. I'm not. No. Oh my god, I don't know why. I cannot make it. All the videos that I watch, give it, they give the guide not when the stream is running. Maybe I try log out. Alah. Yes, log out of WoW. No, it's fucked. I didn't do anything. Maybe. They they always tell me to set it run as an administrator. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, I cannot get the WoW up whatever I do. No. No, it's just broken like that. Yeah, it's fucked. Maybe I try to fix it after this delve.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Can you still hear the sound of WoW, guys? I can hear you talking. No, the wow sound. I guess not. Oh, you can? Makes my head dizzy. Sorry, say again? Yeah, your voice cut off. I cannot hear. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Okay, I'll ask. Yeah, I'll be back, guys. Terserah sih. Yeah. Maybe just watch video for now. Okay. Oh, weird. This is about midnight cooldown and interrupt tracker, guys.
Good time to be talking about this, because as we go week by week deeper into this season, players will go higher and higher into Mythic Plus keys, presumably once they are done farming the easy 10s and 11s and whatnot for crests and gear. And since that's how Mythic Plus is made, it endlessly scales, so eventually, no matter how easy the keys are, you will end up at a certain level where things will start hurting a lot, doing a lot of damage, and requiring a good amount of coordination and skill to be able to manage your defensives, the externals, the potions, the staying alive from the damage that comes from each key. Now, the interesting thing in the war, the tug of war between Blizzard removing add-ons and add-on creators trying to find ways to make the old things still work, there have been a couple of things that tried to resurface recently, especially when it comes to the focus of Mythic Plus. We're talking about things like Omni CD as well as the interrupt tracker. We could give a pass, sure, to the fact that the interrupt tracker in this expansion is perhaps not as necessary as in previous expansions due to the removal of most of the very dangerous one-shot casts that happen in keys, but they are still quite dangerous, especially the ones, even if not tied to doing straight-up damage, things like polymorphs, things like fears, things like the knockbacks in Skyreach. These are still very dangerous casts you want to keep track of. Now, the point is that, as you have been seeing in this clip, there are things that can replace these tools, things like Omni CD being reworked and retooled
Alha, you there?
CC to have a similar workaround feature, of course, still having to fight Blizzard
because you are lead, I don't get.
Meaning you don't have nearly
Valera
the same amount of customization. For example,
fight.
the choice of how many of the abilities you will have available for each of the specs and classes are nowhere near the level of customization, but it could still now give you an idea of who has used which external, especially the defensives of the tank and the defensive of the players. That's still very helpful, especially when it comes to the healers, right? Who want to know who has what whenever a dangerous mechanic is coming. Who would you prioritize, right? You are in a Mythic Plus key, you're starting to get to the point where things are very dangerous, let's say plus 14, 15, even plus 16. You enter a Mythic Plus key, you are in Algetar Academy, you are doing Vexamus, 3 players get the Mana Bomb, are about to take damage. One is yourself, so you know what kind of defensive you have available to deal with that, but then one is on a Warlock, one is on a Hunter. Who has what? Who has currently used a defensive running? Who is worth healing more, depending on what they have? It is something that would require you to have knowledge of the defensives, their potions and whatnot. So in this expansion, this has made quite hard. Same goes for interrupts. You have interrupt trackers like Kicker, which can try to basically do some kind of guesswork on who is using an interrupt. You still have issues. The interrupt trackers are, harder to make work compared to the cooldown trackers, mostly because interrupt trackers can fail. So it is easier to track if a cast of an ability is being used or not, like has the tank used Bubble or not, has the tank used Ardent Defender or not. It's more of a yes, no, pass, fail kind of check, whereas for an interrupt, a player might have been using an interrupt, the cast might have been interrupted by a stun, so the interrupt actually didn't interrupt anything, and the only way for the interrupt tracker to detect interrupts is if an interrupt is successful. So if you failed the interrupt, you would have problem following an interrupt tracker. So making an interrupt tracker work is a bit more tricky than making a cooldown tracker work. There has been a number of attempts of circumventing these restrictions put on by Blizzard, even just a few days ago, back at the Race to World First, when guilds were trying to figure out add-ons to deal with the LoRa memory game. One of the most inventive solutions, before being stopped by Blizzard, was the tool, which, as you know, perhaps by now, add-ons can't actually read chat channels. You can't actually tell, the add-ons can't actually tell what you're saying in a chat channel. That's why whisper-based macros or even channel messages can't be used to coordinate add-ons anymore. And yes, you could still find workaround to that. As you can see here, I am asking for Innervate through a whisper, and I get my alert that I received my Innervate after whispering, but the add-on that makes this work still can't read the whisper. The add-on that makes it work very simply tells the other player, someone whispered you. And you just happen to know that the someone who whispered you is gonna be the paladin asking for Innervate. Any other player troll in the raid could have whispered that druid and you would have gotten the pop-up to innervate the paladin, because you still can't read chat channels, so you're just assuming that the whisper you're getting comes from the one who wants innervate. The way the memory game was solved for Lura initially, for example, was by creating 5 different chat channels. Imagine, since there are 5 symbols in Lura, you create a channel called circle, one called cross, one called triangle, one called diamond, and one called T. You create 5 macros so that in each different macro you send a different message in one of these 5 channels, and then an add-on is going to make you pop up the icon based on which channel you sent the macro to. Because even though you cannot read what you're saying, even though add-ons cannot tell what you said in the channel, they can tell you sent a message to the channel called circle. So the add-on can very simply say, okay, this guy is sending a message to circle, it means he has the circle mark on Lura. This other guy is sending the macro to triangle, it means he has the triangle. And that's how you were completing the memory game. Now in this thrift shop, makeshift, bootleg, Cold War between Blizzard developers and the workarounds players are trying to find to make add-ons work, quite a few of these will once again go back to having more trouble working in a few weeks. At this point we can't talk about too much in the future because it is, I believe, 9 days away, since it will be with the release of 12.0.5. This came straight from the Blizzard announcement in the WoW add-on Discord, where Blizzard is having some dialogue with add-on developers, and the point is that many of these tracking add-ons will once again go back not working, at least in the way they currently are now, because in 12.0.5 instant cast spells that are secret will no longer cause the unit spellcast succeeded event to get sent for any units other than yourself. So this means that now even other players, just like we said, you can tell someone cast something like the tank successfully cast Ardent Defender, now add-ons in 12.0.5 won't be able to parse that either. So you will go back being in the dark in the kind of spells that are being fully completed by other players. There are a few, I believe, that Blizzard is still keeping in a whitelist to allow you to check, like the ones they already allow you to show up in your frames, but no more than that. This means that both the currently found workaround systems to have some of the defensives and externals, etc., to show up in your party frames, for example in Mythic Plus, would stop working. Same goes for the interrupt tracker, which would also stop working because you would now no longer have a way to get back the response from the add-on that someone cast an interrupt. That's now not going to be trackable anymore. So add-on developers are back to square one, having to try to find another workaround to make any of this work. So I guess technically, if you still want, you can go and grab these kind of add-ons like Kicker or like Mini CC for your Mythic Plus keys for the next 10 or so days before 12.0.5 hits, and these add-ons are gonna cease working as they are right now. Unless, of course, within these next 10 days there is yet another workaround found to still be able to communicate to yourself by an add-on what other players are pressing when other player casts are successful, so you can still parse their buttons, whether they are defensives, externals, abilities like interrupts, or big offensive cooldowns. But for today, on this Sunday, this was the PSA related to add-ons and their current working state. We could have entire videos, we might even have entire videos about the absolute state of some of the promises of Blizzard, like for example how the damage meter is currently working in-game, which is a disaster. But for now we can stop here at the announcement of Blizzard of yet another way of making certain add-ons work, becoming harder to function in just a few days with the release of patch 12.0.5. So perhaps this is more of a bad news for all the players who had recently, for example, discovered some of these add-ons and started using them in Mythic Plus. At the moment,
Okay. No, I'm switching videos.
how modular this game is and how customizable it is, from the UI to the various different features that players can add as part of the gameplay experience, from damage meters to boss alerts, but also being able to customize UI in a variety of different ways. But at Midnight, the strategy on add-ons has completely changed. They actually reduced the ability for many of those combat-specific add-ons, ones that'll give you a clear advantage within raids, dungeons, or PvP, from being able to function in the game going forward, limiting their value greatly. Though they did make their own version of the in-game UI to replace a lot of the functionality of things like weak auras, boss mods, and details. That being said, even before we are over with the Season 1 of Midnight, it looks like Blizzard may already be losing the war on add-ons as they're starting to make their big return yet again. And while they still do have limited capacity to function within combat situations, these do have potential to grow and permeate through the game all over again. Today I want to take a look at the add-on situation for Midnight. Take a look at some of the different blind spots that Blizzard currently has with the game, and how add-ons are going out of the way to fix those problems for players specifically, and what Blizz can do on their end in order to try to alleviate the situation, as well as some of the ways that they should probably react, because I feel like silence on this is probably going to hurt them in the long term. With that being said, as always, if you guys want to see more guides, videos, and even discussions regarding Midnight, be sure to follow the channel and subscribe. But otherwise, let's dive right in. So it turns out that weak auras are back, sort of. It was one of the most fan-favorite add-ons, one of the most beloved, because it gave you so much control regarding your UI, whether it was looking for class procs or certain alerts, whether it is for a dungeon or raid encounters, or even in PvP. It let you track pretty much anything and everything that was available, and it made UI customizability that much better. While the world weak auras isn't being updated, meek auras, M33K auras, has taken its place. It is essentially a fork of weak auras that requires a little bit more manual fiddling to get it working, but for players that really want that pure customization of weak auras, this is the closest thing that's coming back, with some limitations of course, but it is a viable enough of an alternative that will likely continue to grow going forward unless Blizzard does something. The complexity, however, has been reduced, with many of the auras, old ones in particular, not really working due to reduced complexity and functionality with Midnight when it comes to third-party limitations. Some auras are going to have to be rebuilt entirely from scratch in order to make them functional. That being said, a lot of these are still able to display buffs and debuffs that are already present in the game that you normally would be able to see on your screen during raid encounters or dungeon encounters. They're just a lot more customizable. And that still remains a big blind spot for Blizzard in general. The UI, while has been improved, it still has this customizability flaw, where it doesn't really have the same customizability we used to have. You really are going to be impeding on players' agency, which is something players still crave to this day, which is why meek auras, I think, will continue being utilized. Even if it's not amazing or a must-have or anything like that, it is still going to be a feature that players are still going to be naturally gravitating to, in my opinion. So even if they end up trying to reduce the functionality, I feel like stuff like this is still going to exist while the UI still has some limitations behind it. Now, another add-on that just about everybody is using right now is Northern Sky Raid Tools, probably the last raid tool add-on that is still kicking around. And it's adding even more alerts and more functionality as the season goes on. You have everything from reminders, encounter alerts, private aura customization, but it also adds additional visual alerts to the screen that many players do find super helpful, such as Salhadar's CC ads. Knowing which ads are interruptible and which ones are not, especially on Mythic, becomes very, very important. And the add-on makes the memory game much easier to work with, pretty easy to integrate compared to weak auras, but it's essentially like putting weak auras into the game just through use of an add-on specifically, which makes the Lura runes, as long as you have somebody who is dedicated to, hit all the right keys whenever they appear, as long as you have somebody dedicated to track those things and maybe even have everybody else run the add-on just so they can track the order as well, this makes the encounter that much easier. Now, while I do find the Lura fight super enjoyable, I like all the parts of the mechanics. I think in an organized groups, this is a very incredibly fun fight, and it's going to be really fun to progress through on Mythic. That being said, the fight itself, for most players that are going to be pugging, the mechanic just seems like a nightmare. It's the one simple mechanic, but the coordination with other players to be able to memorize the game, coordinate exactly where they stand in which order. That mechanic I can see creating a lot of friction, which is why add-ons like this help reduce a lot of that friction. So players can have a more enjoyable experience of being able to pug this content, go in, have fun, kill bosses, get loot, while being able to bypass a mechanic that would probably kill most pugs without it. So as long as stuff like this exists, as long as there are mechanics that are very, very unpug friendly, I feel like add-ons like this are always going to exist to try to reduce a lot of the friction so players can have a more enjoyable time in a lot of these instances. What's weird, an add-on like this actually just kind of like spits to the face of Blizz in terms of all the work they've been doing to try to make mechanics more approachable. But if they continue creating mechanics that are just problems and then players create solutions, you're just going to keep going with a loop of add-on solving mechanical problems. I feel like mechanics are designed to be more intuitive, where you don't need external tools to be able to do them well. Like some sort of an extra visual way for you to be able to, I don't know, display the runes to other players without an add-on
everything. I just want to finish this.
Through in-game UI. That maybe would have been helpful, but that is something for them to consider going forward. But it still is an issue that players are going out of the way to fix to this day. That being said, there's also other issues with the UI that players are continuing to take into their own hands to try to fix as much as possible. Damage meters, while serviceable, they don't provide nearly the same information that it used to give players. While that information isn't necessary for every single player out there, it is interesting to see just how often your character crits, what kind of procs you're able to get, or what is the uptime for some of your buffs. And going through logs for that information is a viable strategy, but a lot of players really do miss having that information at their fingertips. I don't think that really gave any player some crazy inhumane advantage when we could see that info. I think it does allow players to make more dedicated decisions regarding their abilities, regarding their stats, regarding their gear, and their damage output. More information to make more informed decisions. I don't think ever was bad. That is still something players are hoping to get a fix on. Mythic Plus side of the content also feels like that the UI just doesn't really serve them super well. Like, there's a lot of things that are just left super vague for Mythic Plus for one reason or another. Like, let's say you're doing a dungeon and you're trying to get your full percentage for the key. A lot of the times there's a lot of guesswork to do to get all your enemy forces out of the way. You can't really look at an enemy and tell exactly how much of a percentage for enemy forces that big elite or a small enemy pack is going to give you. So add-ons like this are also being used in order to help players figure out that information. Like, let's say you do a pull as a tank and maybe you overpull or underpull and you got to adjust your percentage on the fly. Not having that information could definitely hurt the timing for the key, which again, it's more players trying to reduce the friction to make their dungeon runs as smooth as possible. Also, marking enemies that you are going to be pulling or not pulling for the run. It's weird that Blizzard doesn't have that as a baseline UI either. I think it would help out a lot of tanks that are struggling within the Mythic Plus system in general. While Mythic Plus is a lot easier, this expansion compared to previous, for tanks it still is a bit of a hurdle to get into, especially for newer tanks in particular. So players have started using add-ons in order just to pre-mark enemies with like a star to tell them which mobs you're going to be pulling and which ones they're not going to be pulling. Just so it's easier to keep the routes together instead of just having to memorize all of them in your head for every single dungeon. And there's 8 dungeons this season, which, I mean, that's like that. We get 8 dungeons every single season, but it still is a lot for a single player just to memorize all of those things. But also when you're adjusting routes, having to adjust them in your head also isn't fun. So having some kind of in-game tools for that would be helpful. Blizzard does have a learning dungeon affix whenever you're doing the keys of difficulty from like +2 to +5, where enemies are highlighted in yellow and they put it with a little bit of a debuff so to make them a little weaker, so players are encouraged to attack those enemies specifically. It'd be kind of cool if they added that as a potentially a mechanic that you could use before a key run. Just highlight enemies in yellow. You don't necessarily have to debuff them, but just highlighting them so that you, as a tank, but also other players in the dungeon can see what you want to pull and what you don't want to pull, I think would be incredibly helpful. They have the technology for it, so it'd be kind of nice if you could like freeze the dungeon, run through it, get all your percent count, preview it ahead of time, and then show and share that highlights with the rest of the group. I think that would be incredibly helpful, and more tools like that would also be usable. Outside of this, also, while we're topic of dungeons, especially if you're like a healer, or in PvP as a healer, tracking other allies' cooldowns defensively is also incredibly powerful, and some players are still on the lookout for, and they are currently utilizing add-ons to track other party CDs, which normally isn't allowed by Blizz, but again, yet another add-on slipped through. And as an add-on that gives players more information to make more informed decisions in the moment during their gameplay. When to use the defensive cooldown for an ally, or hey, this rogue has a Cloak of Shadows, he's probably going to be fine. I don't think I need to send my pain suppression on him or anything like that. So things like this is why we're starting to get a little pile of add-ons making a return for Midnight, and I think this is a problem that Blizzard needs to solve as soon as possible. The reason because the communication on the add-on debacle has been just all over the place, and I feel like they just haven't really said anything concrete. Like, is this them pulling back a little bit and letting players use add-ons? Is this them pulling the ripcord and slowly allowing to reintroduce add-ons back into the game, maybe with some limited capacity, but letting players get more information if they choose to? Or are they just going to end up at some point banning a bunch of these, pulling the rug on the players, and then telling them, wait, those features actually were not allowed, even though there were a lot of us we used in like world first races or whatever? Like, which direction are we going? And I feel like a lot of players are in a bit of a weird limbo, like, do they start getting these add-ons, or is Blizzard just going to be disabling them sometime soon? Because a lot of these add-ons can give you a lot of good, useful information to make more informed gameplay decisions in dungeons, raids, and PvP. And that can offer players small or a major advantage, but either way, it is advantage regardless. So I feel like they got to be very, very clear on the communication to figure out what they're doing, because otherwise it seems like they're slowly starting to lose their fight on add-ons, and it doesn't feel like they're really doing anything about it. But with that being said, as always, I do want to thank all of you guys so much for watching, and hope you guys did enjoy this very wordy video. If you did enjoy it or found it informative, go ahead and give this video discussion a like, as I would very much appreciate it. I also would like to know your thoughts about the add-ons. How do you think they should handle it? Should they just ban them, make their own UI versions, or just allow all of them to return? How would you personally prefer for them to handle this entire situation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Join our Discord community. Link to that is the description of every single one of the videos. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.
Oh my god, we all died.
We're missing one over for the team Boris, but hopefully they'll still pop in here in just a second. Otherwise, somebody in team Boris is going to have to pop out. Probably your boy Chicago. We got us a Skinsley here as well. We also got Demoniac. I like the Torrent rogue play. And we got ourselves Evanescence. Wait, Evanescence. Evanescence. No, it is Evanescence. Okay, for some reason I got it wrong. And they do have a guy named Grenades. I kind of like Panda. Big old stinky skunk. Just named Grenades. I kind of love it, not gonna lie. Sucker BCC as Evanescence got himself Dot and Affliction Warlock. We actually haven't seen it happen in these in quite a while. Big Hockey immediately getting rotted, but it's gonna be the pet adding an additional damage. Leg Swept doesn't Leg Sweep. It looks like the main big pet, but it doesn't end up getting a stun onto Evanescence. But I'm pretty sure you're just kind of waiting out until they can stack up a bunch of UA. Hold on, what is this damage behind the pillar? You were like at 50% and then something just chunked you out of nowhere. You like remove the dot somehow? UA is up. Got the dots in. Another UA. Hold on a second. Is he just gonna die UA? Is he gonna have a karma? Evanescence got himself instant cast, fear to follow. Still stacking up UA. Does gonna juke. I think it was over. Hockey unfortunately does go down, but Evanescence just got a couple of those dots and letting him just rot him. And Reverence is gonna try to see if he can land himself a better angle. They did end up adjusting the cooldowns here. Reverence, I'm seeing Mortal Coil and Shadow Fury. Is there an actual cooldown in Shadow Fury? Like, is it actually going to show up? I know there's an actual cooldown, but I just never really seen the game. I've seen the game show the buff or the icon for Shadow Fury, the purple one, you know, Mortal Coil at the bottom forever, but I've never seen a cooldown on that thing. It's kind of like with Paladin's wings. You never really see cooldown on that. But then again, today, it's not like we're going to see any wings on Paladins at all. Evanescence just going in for instant cast into a fear, swiping out the pet for Rev with a bit of reflect. Mortal Coil does land it. Try to see if he can go for a setup. Mortal Coil back. Evanescence with a couple of UAs stacking the damage. Rev comes some big shields. Big Dark Harvest. That's going to be also that Nethreza damage for free for Rev, who's actually taking a decent bit of damage. Evanescence just skipped loading him up full of UA. Shadow Fury does get a cooldown actually by the looks of things. Evanescence is gonna need to make sure they can somehow dodge or CC that Soul Fire. If that Soul Fire crits, this is where the bread and butter damage for Rev is gonna come out. Then chain a couple of balls together with it and you'll be golden. Does go for the wall here as Evanescence just continuing the sustained damage. Is gonna go for the fear. Shrink it out for Rev. Got himself a fear, but it looks like the dots do end up causing him to collapse. They're unfortunate, but does end up going down. Looks like Affliction Warlocks apparently can do kind of okay. Big Buns is going to be up next as an undead rogue. I haven't seen female undead rogue in a hot second, honestly. That looks good. It's going to go for a vanish. Double gate out for Evanescence. Has the pet out in the open. Is there any dots? No. Pink does avoid any dots. I like the name as well. Sub translates to soup. Yeah, it does for some reason. I have no idea, man. I have no idea why. Evanescence is in a decent spot right now, actually. Where's Pink at? Is he out? No dots? The pet knows where you are. Like, it's literally walking with you. It's almost holding your hand. Dude, it knows where you are. It actually is following you. It's actually following you.
I thought this video about Affliction Warlock Guide, guys.
I don't know why. Kidney Shot Pink does go
But
for
this
the
is
dots.
PvP.
Evanescence does not have a way out of this situation whatsoever. It is going to have to take the damage. But look at the rot he's doing to the Rogue. The Rogue has barely been able to play the game. Got himself some bleeds, but it doesn't matter. Evanescence does. They're just doing way too much damage, pushing the Rogue over the edge. Unfortunately, without a Cloak of Shadows, he does have a trinket, but I think he decided maybe like, oh no, he did have a trinket, but he also used an undead racial. That's gonna put his trinket on cooldown. He won't have access to it anyway. Evanescence is in the spot trying to make sure when they do get sapped up, that War is out in the open to get hit by the succubus. He knows the succubus is out in the middle. He's just gonna try to see if he can avoid getting around. As long as he can get in trips on succubus, he'll be okay. Going for a bit of a sip cup.
Does this 1 versus 5 player tournaments?
Evanescence with a little bit of this go, but took a decent bit of damage from afar. That range, try to see if you can walk the succubus out. Is gonna be able to catch the Rogue out from the side. UA, Hunt, everything connects. Try to see if you can grapple over. Cloak of Shadows is in play. Got himself mobility. Another grapple maybe? Does have another one. Do you have another port? Mortar Coil. Got the Rogue running until Cloak of Shadows is gone. Hits him with the Curse of Exhaustion. Vanish for the Rogue to get out of the slow. Kidney Shot. Maybe a Smoke Bomb on top of it. Does he have it? Doesn't look like he plays it. He might be playing a different talent instead. Fear to follow. UAs are getting stacked up. Haunt, blind. That Haunt does connect. Does a bit of chunky damage. That's going to be more procs out for Evanescence. Interrupted on Shadow, but looks like he's got Shadow Flame with Harvest. Into a big killing spree. Try to see if it can load all that damage between the eyes. Looks like the Rogue is picking up, but all of a sudden, I don't even understand. The Rogue had a decent bit of health, and then all of a sudden just got extinguished with Morrigan last one left. Is that a marksman? I think it is a marksman. No, Beast Mastery. Evanescence so far just rotting these boys. I'm having a hard time believing what I just watched. He dotted the Rogue. The Rogue was about, wait. I mean, if they want to do this, that's fine. If they want to give him an honor duel, I'm perfectly cool with it. Is that what Morgan wants? Looks like that's what they wanted. Otherwise, I think they would have had an issue. Wait. Fighting shutdown? Is that for the pet? I don't even know. Melted? Bro, I mean, it's an Affliction Warlock. You'd imagine they would just like rot people down slowly. But then something just spiked up on Whir. I'm not even sure. Stun. Fears the pets, but doesn't fear Morrigan. Is going to go for attempt on the big wailing arrow. Evanescence does get the juke out of kick. Wall. Everything is available. All defenses are up. Mortar Coil trying to see if he can go for that pulsing Dark Harbor's damage. Morrigan might be in a rough spot unless you have something here. Turtle Shell, but may just be rotting down to the dots. Fainted for a second. That demon is still chasing after you. Seeking out your soul. 12% health, but you're still getting procced on. What is happening? He died before Evanescence even got the line of sight to land a Shadow Bolt. For some reason, you only got 4? Did one of them die to a heart attack and it just like didn't count for the Warlock? We gotta go again. I want to see what kind of wizardry this meta is pulling off. Hopefully, whoever's the 5th or for the team 2 does zone in. Otherwise, Crisp, we're seeing Zenobia and Gillinate. You guys are gonna have to do
Aloha, can you give me lead again?
Popping the wall is going to be all those pets charging in. Got himself a turtle shell for the burst. And Kinsley, unfortunately, is going to have to turn his attention onto those pets.
You are lead again. And Valera
careful. Is that pet dead?
Doesn't attack if I don't bring them close.
You have to go through my pet. It is so over. Oh, it's so over. I think he's like, you know what? It's over. It's done. I did burst, but it's done. That is rough. I didn't realize you would just absolutely turn around and just torture your pet like that. Kinsley does get hit with a fear, but it's going to be immediate tremor totem stopping it. Is the root part, is that root part of a fear now? Like you fear and then people get rooted? Is that no longer a separate ability?
My god, Repsy.
Crazily, huh?
My OBS fucked up.
At least a little bit of damage. Kinsley got himself plenty of procs.
I'll try finish this Dow first and then
that's a big weakness.
try fix it.
I would have took advantage of it. 2GG. Yeah. I didn't realize your pet was just like, it's just over. It's like, okay, well, I got the turtle. I tried to res, but it's like, it's done. It's done. You do a ton of burst. It's just the question of like finishing after, right? Ton of front load of damage. It just, what do you do afterwards? That can be a bit rough, I imagine. Kinsley getting hit with a fear. At least you're not a Shadow Priest, right? Because Zenobia right now, he's fighting for his life, dude. Every single cast, every single global is going to go for silence. Kinsley won't be able to interrupt, but he got a list of Lust and Doomwind, so he's got a big setup. Totem, everything is available. It's just full Primordial Storm, and nothing Zenobia could do. Literally out of options. No abilities available for him to use there at all. Just in a tight spot, and there's just not a great place to be in at all, unfortunately. Gonna be charged out for no PvP. Does try to see if he can cleave down Kinsley. Is it gonna be enough here damage wise? Blade Storm is out. Does get himself big class smash into a spear. Kinsley has nowhere to go unless he got buried on the ground, which I don't think he does. I'm sorry, Blizzard. We gotta talk about the demolish damage. What was that final hit of demolish? I'm gonna try to see if I remember correctly. I'll hopefully be able to zoom in on the shaman's health when the final hit of demolish happens. It felt like his health bar did not move. Did it miss? Did it whiff? Is his expertise not capped or something? What is happening? You know what I mean? That's rough. Gonna be a lead by no PvP, man. He's just trying to see if he can get himself any kind of a reset, man. Why not like that? But next I'll play a lot better, having fun. That's all that's important, man. As long as you're having fun. You know, he's not having fun, probably no PvP dubs. Probably just like, man, my class. But it looks like it's going to be Kinsley backing up out of it. No PvP does. I think he's still Flame Shock dotted, right? Looks like he might still be rotting out there a little. He's starting to recover health. There goes second one finally kicking in. So at least he's able to get a little bit of health. Kinsley also got himself a nice reset. He has a stun. What is that Bombada thing? Is that from Shadowlands? It's got to be. It is going to be Totem. Unfortunately, stun lock in PvP does for a second. But he's able to keep on him. Disarm for just a moment. Kinsley got himself a ruin. He got potentially lots of damage here to work with, so he could make something happen. Big burst, full setup. Totem is in. Big demolish, but I don't know who's the one getting demolished. It looks like Kinsley just thunders him. Oh, what in the world? No PvP does so accurate. Yeah, I mean, it's a good name, right? It's a good name. Christmas is gonna zap, but unfortunately, it is gonna be the rogue that you're fighting up against. Kinsley got a lot of burst, dude. Hold on. How does Primordial Storm do more damage than a demolish? What in the world? Trying to go for that quick hex. Is gonna hex him. I love my class. I love my class. I love my class. I love my class. Dude, yeah, I don't know, man. Blizzard probably looks at Warriors and they're fine. Blizzard must be playing like what? Devour Demon Hunter, and they might be raiding on that thing, right? That's gotta be it, dude. Big killing spree flying in, unless Kinsley got a heal. Yeah, it's killing.
Hello, Palira is yours again.
It's firing away. Because after the killing spree, you get a couple of those what's it? So bro, I'm infuriated for you.
I don't know.
Used to be kind of good.
Maybe after you gave me lit in Delph when we go out,
bleeds, and I was thinking
you are lit again.
Maybe bleeds will do something. Maybe bleed damage will be a little higher. Like maybe there'll be some value, but yeah, pretty soft.
But I managed to just drag them back to the entrance.
And look at that burst, dude.
Valera hit them.
Just a little bit of a setup, and we're just at the spot where he's like, you know what? I gotta live some way, somehow right now. I'm in a rough spot. I gotta find a way to live. But at least he does get himself a sword set up on the succubus with a coup de grace. Maybe if you put enough pressure, maybe the succubus dies. Maybe they'll make it hard for Evanescence, but he's kiting he's positioned succubus, so you have a hard time hitting it. Vanish out for word just so he can dodge the succubus. He's literally hanging out with the Dreadlord out here. I don't even know if that guy does anything. I know he probably does stuff when he's in play, but oh, try to see if you can go for a line of sight. Unfortunately, the succubus does catch you. That's gonna be the hunt. UA, everything blind for where? Yeah, Nathreza guy is just gonna go in for Meteor. Strikes it down real quick. Kidney shot to follow. Fortunately, succubus is super far away. Does go for the kick. Yet another Nathreza proc, man. It is just sending the dude just out here sending meteors at you back to back to back. We're trying to see if you can grapple it over, almost landing a kick on the guy. No kicks available. Unfortunately, actually, he got a lot of damage. That kill spree is doing a lot of hits. Big kick. Maybe this is enough damage. Locked out. Evanescence with a drain life. Oh, we're barely takes him out. In his last breath, he does deliver at least one takedown, especially against a warlock. The Affliction Warlock so far has been doing really, really good, but we're to his bitter end, man. To his bitter, bitter end. Infuriated. Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. That's true. I'd be infuriated too. Well, time to mock myself as a true warrior when fighting any class and builds.
Did you use mushroom?
Might as well, right? Might as well, honestly. Might as well. Badia gripping in. Crisp, who's got a lot of those procs. What in the world is these procs? Let's go for the...
What is the checkpoint, by the way? Oh, watch out,
go for a stunt and a block and just stun Badia. Is that what he's trying to go for? Rhythm Frost is in play. Glitch Spike is going to be able to connect. I don't know if he's got another array. He looks like he does have another array. He just got to find a way to juke out a kick from Badia. I don't know if he just goes for poly kick. Badia doesn't kick. Yeah, paying for it. Paying for it. Heart Smile, what's up, man? What's up, my guy? 5 charging in. Crisp still does have a block. He also has a wall. I don't know if he will be able to use it for anything.
Yeah, I clicked the mushrooms, but this guy not moving.
Second. Oh, you're still dead. I panicked too. I'm sorry. I panicked too. So you panic. I panicked as well. I literally panicked with you. I literally panicked with you. Interrupted last second. Ah, run, 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 run. No! Ah, he did the best he could. He did absolutely the best he could do. Leslie absolutely trucking.
Here.
Guys agree. Look at you. I like that. I really do like that monk set with the tats, man. It is so good looking. It is so good looking. They were really cooking with that set specifically. Like just act. I feel like monks usually they look the same. Like all the Miss Pandaria sets, and they basically just change them up a little. Like a slight color here, a slight couple little jangly pieces there, but they all look the same. It's like the same monk hat, same monk shoulders, same monk like belts and things. Arrested Hell, try to see if you get an opener versus Toxie. Gouge is gonna not avoid the Sigil of Misery, letting Toxie get hit in the opener. It's gonna be, you guys are already running a buzz shots. Mad damage on Arrested Hell. Toxie already feeling the pain. Is gonna go for full Deathmark, Kingsbane, everything available. Kidden Shot to follow up. Does he just take out the Demon Hunter? He ain't just gonna need summon for this. Taking a lot of damage. Does go for Warlock Hellstone. Is gonna need to get himself the burning, fiery immolation aura rolling in. Toxie trying to see if he can back up out of the quick stun. Trinket to follow. Gouge right after. Has advantage. Does he just go for cheap shot? No, not yet. Cloak of Shadows just needs a couple of dots. Demon Hunter going for a leap. Big blade. And that's gonna be a Lance. I don't know. Is that Lance gonna be enough? It looks like he was able to avoid it. Smoke bomb. Keeping him in play, but I think this Lance is cheat death. Oh, no shot. He won with that, dude. That cheat death was legendary. That was amazing. I honestly thought it was over for the Rogue, but then he's like, you know what? I'm just going to cheat that death completely. Rogues get away with the nuttiest things, dude. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Why are they attacking Kragar? Okay, looks like they'll back away. Nutka back here too. Got ourselves Spicy Bun. Spicy Bun is going to be up next. I also want to see, dude, the buffed up Warriors, which was needed. Last week, it was a travesty watching Warriors play. Like I'm rooting for Warriors every time, and it's like every time they go into a duel or PvP in general, they were just like a wet noodle. And hopefully with some of the buffs that came this time around, maybe it'll be better, a little bit better. Drudy going in for full incarn. That's going to be Spicy Buns going in with a full root. Does get himself a big ray of frost. It looks like Drudy, even though he's the one using offensive power there, he is the one just getting absolutely decimated. Does go in for a bit of a heal, trying to power shift to get around these slows. And it looks like it's going to be Spicy. I think picking up the eye, right? The eyes are up. So I think that's what his point right now is to do, is to pick up the eye so you can always catch Drudy. I'm a little, I'm dizzy. Still getting a stun opener. Blink available for Spicy. Quick charge by Drudy with a bash to follow. Trinket right after Spicy. Are you playing normal Blink or Shimmer? You might need something, and he just goes down. I'm not sure what happened. Did he play Wall? I don't think he played Block. Is that a thing? Do mages ever play non-ice block in PvP? Spear down. Drudy stuck. The beast has been chained down. Ain't nowhere for him to go. Krager able to get himself a pressure opener. But it's gonna be trying to go for Leaper on the corner. Quick stutter onto Drudy. Try to see if we keep the damage as best up and available. Charge right after Drudy
not working.
Away. Demolish does connect. Clone is gonna go for a quick reflect. And this is gonna be Drudy trying to see if he can dodge it. Actually, Drudy cloning himself there might not have been the worst move, honestly. Is still gonna land a clone onto Kragar. Trinkets out of it. Charge to intercept the Druid with a Colossal Smash, but he honestly cannot catch up. That is the tough part about a Warrior, man. The mobility they have with between charge and leap is good, but like actual mobility of just waddling from A to B, it is not existent. And Krager is going to go for a leap to cover a large bit of distance, but that Typhoon is going to put him out there. Reflect in order to dampen some of the damage. He's actually looking fairly survivable. And I'm seeing he's got a bunch of random shield procs happening. I am wondering if it's playing the embellishment for the big shields every 3 minutes, which is a thing that I saw some players apparently already. Apparently it's really cheesy. Or if he's playing like enchants and things like that in order to give him some more survivability. But for an arms warrior, that may not be the worst idea, honestly. The spec can do a lot of damage. Just got himself the Zerker. I think to try to make sure that stun does not last long whatsoever is going to get himself the Colossus Smash with an Avatar to break out of the roots. Reflect up with a big Demolish. Druid does have a Bark Skin. Is it going to be an opportunity for Druid to maybe get some counter pressure damage with the Cyclone? Does create some distance. Does also have a lot of offensive power with that full incarnation, but looks like he's not going to sink any of that damage into Kragar, catching him with a quick Stone Bolt. Try to keep the pressure onto Druid. Quick Spear, leaping in, not letting Druid go anywhere. So this is where Druid cannot use the mobility to escape the warrior, and you can see the damage of the warrior really start to stack up. Got himself a charge, Blaze Storm to break out of that root really quickly. Does have another charge to intercept him yet again with a fear before Druid can escape. Does burn a trinket just to make sure he can get out of there with the knockback. Kragar unfortunately is going to get heavily slow. It looks like the slows on a warrior are detrimental, like really detrimental. Like so far Judy has been doing a decent job of at least staying away from Kragar, keeping him at a distance, and those little knocks and roots and things just gives them that opportunity to escape. It looks like Kragar has a lot of potential damage. Maybe it needs a bit of a ramp up. It needs a bit of a build up. Does go for Zerkers in case there's going to be an opener by Druid. Does go in with a root from a distance, and Kragar is just stuck super far away. There's going to be some passive damage. Unfortunately, it looks like Druid also cannot really do much here. So Kragar needs a bit of a ramp up by the looks of things, unless you can just find some massive damage out of left field. Druid has also a little bit of a ramp up too. So his sustained damage may not be enough. I don't know if he got like a sustained damage build or not, but he may need a little bit more sustained output if he really wants to put some pressure into Kragar. Does get himself the Eclipse. That is adding additional damage actually with Incarnation. Trees are available very, very soon. So I'm wondering if he's going to follow up with that. And those slows from mushrooms, those random procs are actually huge for him. Trees around the corner to make sure they do get the Moonfires onto Kragar, adding additional damage. Defensive stance up for Kragar, looking for a charge into a leap. That is going to be a Colossus Smash. He's close enough to actually land the bash, trinkets out of it, knockback with a charge to intercept him. It is going to be some movement, but a spear keeps him in place. Judy's stuck in bear form, does not have a bar skin, so for Kragar, whatever damage.
I love that skill.
Damage you get out on Druid now is the best opportunity because he can't go anywhere. Try to see if you can use those charges anytime Druid disconnects to stay on the Druid as best as possible. He's got shields, short stun for a second, big demolish to follow up. No Barska to Druid is in the execute range. It looks like, yeah, it looks like for a warrior, it takes a little bit of time to ramp up. But once you do, the damage just starts flowing. Tama up next. I do like this set. Tom has always played a Pandaren, man. Ever since he started joining duels, always been a panda. This guy's looking like an absolute goober. All grayed out, monochrome with Jaina's looking staff. As a Frost, though, I think he's going to be in a fantastic spot. If you thought, great job, Warrior. Fantastic, Zen. Yeah, fantastic for him. If you thought Druid was really, really rough with those slows on the Warrior, I mean, Tom being a Frost Mage who's just all slows for every single one of his cast spells, I think it's going to be absolutely abysmal for Kragar here. Possibly might be really, really tough for him. And it looks like Tama is playing into, by the looks of things, Spellslinger is going to go for the altar to try to see if he could just reset it. Charge out of Kragar, but it's going to be immediate blink out of Tama. Yeah, he does get himself additional images from those blinks.
Oh, my sister's friend got in accident and the culprit only apologized and that's it. They supposed to pay, yeah, medication or something.
going to be a panda racial to try to see if he gets some CC. Blaze-Storm does not let Krager catch up to Tama, is going to whirlwind him out in the open. There is going to be a full stun. Krager does go defensive stance, does not sit that stun long at all though, so that's really good for him actually. Spear down on Tama, will not be able to blink out of it. Does go for the block. Shattering throw out for Krager to make sure he can get out of those immunities. Tama tried to escape, is going to go for an invis. Krager able to whirlwind him out. Nova on that charge, which is
I'm not sure
brutal.
because Kuma doesn't talk that much.
Yet another Nova connects. How many freezes do you have? And Tama got plenty of slows with those flurries. Lances crashing down, shattering bones of Kragar. Does have a short reflect for a second.
For me, it's okay, but
has a big defensive tomb with a die by the sword. Is going to go for trinket. Interrupt Tama on frost. Is this going to be an opportunity for Kragar just to go in for damage? Unless you have a leap. He does have a leap, so he's able to reconnect. Tama blinking back in there. I don't know if he got a Blaze Storm. Is going to be a Nova, unfortunately. With a spike right after, not feeling good. Big defenses out of the warrior. Just needs to find a way to stay on top of Tama. There goes the block for Krager. He won't be able to catch himself a reset. The pet also adding additional slow. The frozen orb is going to randomly root you in place with a freeze to follow. Does go for a short stun. Tama with a ray of frost. Krager breaks out of it with a quick interrupt. Does still have rallying cry, so he's still got one more ability behind his sleeves. Avatar charges in. Does he find Tama? Does get him super low. It's going to be a breath as the mage disengages. Does Krager have a way to reconnect? He's trying to find an angle. A leap may be able to do it. I don't know if he has it. He's going to go for first aid. Tama forced to go from around the pillar. Charge out by the warrior with a bit of that AoE. Krager with the reflect. Unfortunately, there's going to be even more Novas. Does go for a leap. In the execute range. Isn't enough. Quick stun into a spear. Sleep into the spear. It does crash down. A big old hammer strike. Or an axe strike, rather. It's not a hammer, is it? It's not a hammer. It's going to be up next is Radimus. Krager played through those lows and did as best as he could. And if you thought Boomkin and a mage was going to be tough for a warrior with all the slows, I think a paladin is the true ultimate test, especially at 50% healing reduction. Not like Krager has a lot of healing to begin with, but like any kind of healing, I guess a paladin in particular with those immunities, he's going to need every inch of that healing in order to survive. Taking loads of damage. Radimus with a big hammer hanging over his head, and executes his hammer weighed down heavily onto Kragar. Is going to kind of run by him, but break out of it immediately. Kragar has a rallying cry. Maybe can go for an interrupt onto Radimus. Shield of it is still available. He's just going to splash back damage into Kragar. Does go for rallying. He knows that shield is something he desperately wants to avoid, and he's going to back away from it. He's got a bit of shields of his own too. My respect to the warrior. Curdy, how you doing, my guy? Yeah, man, Krager is a fantastic warrior. May need a parry here. His health is super low. Does get a short charge under Radimus. Big damage to follow up. Radimus taking huge hits. Lay on hands right after. Krager is going to need to use summon here. Defensive stance, jumping into it, trying to use whatever he can just to survive a little longer. I don't know if he's got a leap. I don't know if he's got a heal. Try to see if he can back up out of that. I don't know who is prismatic that is. He may need to reflect for a Hodge here. No, Radimus now knows.
guys, let's look for another video. Is Kuma on already? Or online? Oh. Maybe I just rate you then. Guys, Kuma Berchan is online. Yes, but I thought Kuma is not ready for a few minutes. Sorry guys, my stream got technical issue. Thank you guys, we play with Kuma. Wish me luck to fix this. Thank you for hanging out.